Good morning. Good morning, Grumpy. Good morning, Mewtwo. How are y'all doing this morning? Good morning, Alfonso Vargas. How you doing, Alfonso? Hey, I'm doing great. Look at that view. We just stopped over here at Dinner Lake, right here next to Lakeshore Park. Good morning, Ronnie Tackett. How you doing, Ronnie? Mewtwo, we are here at Dinner Lake over here around by the park. And I normally sit at that table, but they've drug it all the way over under that tree. It used to be farther this way. This table used to be over here. There was somebody asking me when we was going to be back over here around the lake. So we'd come on over here and do a live stream this morning from here. If she has not already came down out of them woods, those scary Sherry's liable to come out here. Scary Sherry is staying right up there in them woods. Somewhere, I don't know where, because I wouldn't go up in there. You know what I mean, Vern? There's a big old trail right there. And there's a little trail that's about directly in front of that little tree right here. Thank you for that subscribe. How you doing this morning? Oh, look, check it out. There's a little spider. Ooh, I hope it ain't fixing to try to jump on me. Ooh. Hello in Russia. It looks like it's lifting its legs up like it's fixing to try to jump on me. Ooh, it's coming toward me. I don't like spiders. Ooh. I don't like spiders. I'm not scared of snakes, but I don't like spiders. Good morning, Billy Burns. Well, we're already starting to have trouble with the internet cutting off. Good morning, YM. We lost the internet there for a minute when I turned around. Lost the live stream for just a minute. I'm just sitting over here at Dennard Lake, over here by Lakeshore Park. There was somebody the other day asked me when we was going to do another live stream from over here at the lake, so can't get all the way out to Hag Mill this morning, so I figured we'd do it right here. Good morning, Punisher One. Well, thank you for that comment. I don't know if where you're at is the most racist country in the world. I don't know where you happen to be at. Make America great again. Boy, I tell you, when I look at the sun, I can't see the words in the chat because that sun's pretty blinding. I can hear a bunch of my crow buddies off a little bit to the south of me. Maybe they'll come up and say hello. We got the chicken noodle soup can to hold the phone up this morning. Good morning, Isabel Chavez. How you doing this morning, Isabel? Let's see, what was that? Well, I'm actually sitting behind the phone, Ronald, so I would say none of the view is my breath, brother. Good morning, Ralph Perry. Just a dude. What's up, brother? Why are you trolling? Sounds like you're trolling. Just a dude. Stop trolling. YM, that's race hating saying stuff like that. You know, you may not like the way it smells, but it is not the person, it is that food they pick, especially that red, they have some type of sauce that they put on everything. But that is really racist when you say the Indians stink. Good morning, Ralph Perry. Good morning, Dale. Hey, that's all right, YM. I told them to stop trolling because they act like to me like they're just trying to troll. They're trying to get a reaction on you by saying you look like someone from India. Good morning, Brett, Rhea. How you doing this morning, Brett? Good morning to you and Willow. And Emery, how are y'all doing today? How are you doing today, YM? I hope you're having a very blessed day. Good morning, Dale Usury. Oh, you're alone today. Good morning, Alex McMullen. Thank you so much, Ralph Perry, for that 99-cent super. Hey, you're very welcome, YM. It's always a pleasure to see you on the live stream. And I've told just a dude to stop trolling. Good morning, and good morning, First Cab 6869. Good morning, town. I thought for a minute there I thought I heard the call of the Scary Sherry, but I'm glad it wasn't. We are in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world over here at Dennard Lake. Located next door to Lakeshore Park. It looks real nice, but old EagleNick calls it Dalton, Georgia's biggest mud hole. You know what I mean, Vern? Now, if I was going to go do any fishing, I would always try my best to make it up to Hagmill Lake Reservoir. No, I don't sell vacuums. Hello, John Hitter. Look, that might be an alligator. Hope that old dude don't fall in over there. I used to walk out on that thing all the time when I was younger, but I just can't walk out on it no more like that because I'm liable to fall in. Look, there goes one of them ducks. Coming in for a landing. I don't know if that was a duck or one of them Canadian geese. I hear them dogs starting to bark up there in the woods. Oh, Scary Sherry might be fixing to come down through here. You can hear how peaceful it is out here, quiet and calm. But all it takes is for Scary Sherry to come down that trail and see me sitting down here at the pond. And I'm sure if she does, she'll have something to say. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Rocky. Yeah, it could be the calm before the storm, Grumpy. You know what I mean, Vern? I wouldn't doubt that one bit. Hello, Mike. Good morning, Alan Davis. Hello, Stalwart. Hello, Linda. Linda Mays, welcome back. Thank you, King Smokes. King Snakes. I thought it said smokes. Is it smokes or snakes? King Snakes. Uh-oh, them ducks is coming down here. They're nearly right behind me. I hear them getting stared up out there somewhere, but they're coming down right behind me, boy. I don't want them old ducks trying to eat my feet. We're wearing them Crocs. They like my feet when I got them in the Crocs. Here it comes, boy. Where you going, ducky? Just keep on walking. Keep on walking, duck. King Smokes. Okay, I can see it better now. I thought that duck was going to try to have me for breakfast. We're going to set the phone back down. Now, we started the live stream early this morning. Yeah, I don't think I've ever ate duck eggs. Good morning, Daryl Bailey. How you doing, Daryl? Well, EagleNick did not bring a rod and reel with me. I wouldn't fish in this big old mud hole. If I went fishing, I would try to go up there to the Hag Mill Reservoir. There is no swimming in the lake. I wouldn't want to swim in it anyway with all them turtles. Good morning, Nick. Yeah, he's done moved way over there fishing the swampy area. Yeah, I'm telling you, Rocky, it ain't nothing like it used to be, is it, brother? Good morning, Dennis Carter Jr. We are in Dalton, Georgia, the carpet capital of the world. Now, we have carpet crooks and cops, and we have too many crooked cops that are on the carpet. Check out my YouTube channel. Check out some of my audits. This morning, we're just chilling like a villain over here at Dennard Lake in Dalton, Georgia, located right next door to Lakeshore Park. Good morning. Doing my head in. How you doing this morning? How you doing my head in? Can I call you Doiny? I think I might start calling you Doiny. You remember when whoever that was Smith, couldn't even spell doing my head in. They kept spelling Doiny. D-O-I-N-E-Y. No, we'll just keep calling you by what you got there, doing my head in. I don't even remember who that was, but they couldn't even write out what it says there. They kept saying doiny. I guess their cognitive reaction is not very quick. Oh yeah, it was something Carter, Ron Carter. Good morning, Patrick Hunt. How you doing this morning, Patrick? Ron the Rat. Oh yeah, it was Ron Carter. That's who it was. And I said, I know somebody in Dalton named Ron Carter. Ron the Rat Farter. You better watch out about saying rat farter on a live stream, because that'll probably bring in that guy wanting me to bust out a fart. You know what I mean, Vern? That one old dude, he must be a fart smeller. He's always saying, bust out a fart, bust out a fart. Good morning, John Teague in New Zealand. How you doing this morning, John? Hoping you're having a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening in New Zealand. Now, New Zealand, isn't New Zealand right there close to Australia? Good morning, Bobbert Cowtongue. Welcome back, Just a Dude. You sure you ain't just a little girl? Are you still trolling? Just let EagleNick let you know something right off the bat. Just a dude. You might troll YM and you might troll other people's in the chat, but old EagleNick don't take bait. Just because I'm over here by a lake, that does not mean I am a fish. Let me tell you a story about a man named Jed. Poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Then one day he was shooting at some food, and up through the ground come a bubbling crude oil, that is. Black gold, Texas tea. Well, the first thing you know, old Jed's a millionaire. Ken folks said, Jed, move away from there. Said California is the place you ought to be. So they loaded up the truck and they moved to Beverly Hills, that is. Swimming pools and movie stars. Well, I'm starting to hear people talking. I think maybe they're coming down out of the woods over there. I hope they don't have Scary Sherry with them. You know, we're trying to stay quiet and peaceful this morning if we can. Good morning, Charles Ball. Yeah, Punisher 1. Good morning. That officer driving number 28 said I was disrespectful. Didn't like that there First Amendment. Just hated free speech. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning. KMKZE. Kimsey, maybe? Let's see, go back a little bit. Hello, Jacksonville Kid. Sunrise in Whitfield County is right. How you doing this morning? Jacksonville Kid. Kamikaze. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. So does that mean you are Japanese, or you just like the thought of being a kamikaze? Good morning, Brian Gunn. How you doing this morning, Brian? Yeah, just a dude. That is why I said I hope you're having a blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. And I doubt if you're doing that in your old head. You know what I mean, Vern? I know it's not morning everywhere. There happens to be 24 time zones. You know, you ever heard the saying, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Every hour on the hour, it is 5 o'clock somewhere, as well as it is any of the other 24 hours in a day. You know what I mean, Vern? Can you comprehend the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna be famous there, Kamikaze, but we are right at 10,600 subscribers. I don't think your elevator goes all the way to the top, just a dude. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I have been creating content on YouTube for over a year and a half, but there was nearly a 2-month lapse between my first video and my second one. And then I wasn't doing them every day at the start with. Then I was locked up for 2.5 months, had my rights violated. And then I was demonetized for 3 months. I deleted videos 3 different times, and it costed me to lose a total of 1.9 million short views and 1,900 watch hours. Good morning, Big Boy Georgia. Was just a dude. I'd like to thank you for coming on to the live stream and putting your ears to such great lengths to sit here and listen to EagleNick AUDITS. When you said my voice is so annoying. You know, if you don't like something, you don't got to participate. You know what I mean, Vern? If you don't like something to eat, don't eat it. If you don't like something to drink, don't drink it. You don't like something you see, don't look at it. You don't like something you hear, don't listen. You know what I mean, Vern? It's all about choices. You made the choice. You continuing to make the choice. Hello, Andrew in Tucson, Arizona. We're about to have the gunfight at the OK Corral all over again. All because of just a dude. I'm not too sure about him really being a dude, though. You know what I mean, Vern? He might be a dude, but EagleNick wants to be a cowboy. I want to be a cowboy, baby. Good morning, Airless Sparkle. Good morning, Ween Ween. Good morning, Cren. C-R-E-N, I think. Cren. Imagine having the internet to take you away from something if you don't like it, Cren. If you're another one of them that don't like what you see and are hearing, why are you still here? Good morning, Benjamin. How you doing this morning, Benjamin? Good morning, and how you doing this morning, and? Hey, the only way that I know to make it look any better out there is for me to go out there. Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Hope you're all having a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Well, that sun's already starting to get blinding. Just a dude. Why are you telling Dew in my head in that they are hating? What do you think you've been sitting in here doing all this time? You don't think calling somebody a hillbilly and a retard is hating? Are you actually that ignorant? Why are y'all talking to them about sex anyway? Hell, they don't know what sex is. Oh, EagleNick ain't doing no fishing, but I'm doing some trolling, I guess. You know what I mean, Vern? I'm hooking them there trolls. I'm catching trolls, and I didn't even bring no bait. I hear my crow buddies. There's one of them over there on top of that light. Ah, ah, ah. Ah, ah, ah. Boy, that sun blinded me now looking at the sun. Well, well, well. Looks like it's just one of them days. You know what I mean, Vern. We're coming up on 47 minutes on the live stream. Good morning, Bad. How you doing this morning? Well, just a dude. The only person that could answer that question, in my own honest opinion, the question, can a man and a woman who cannot have kids, does that make them less of a man or a woman? The only one I can say that could honestly give you the truthful answer to that question would be that man or woman, because it does not matter what anyone else thinks or says about a person. It is what that person thinks or feels about themselves. Who's got a New York accent? Uh-oh, the ducks is starting to come in. Look, this in here is preparing for battle. Uh-oh, here they come. I told you, look. Oh, God. I'm glad they're going that way. Uh-oh, they're regrouping. I think they're regrouping to attack. They trying to slip in behind me. Look at it. I see you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, here they come. All right, duck. Don't get too close, duck. We still got that restraining order in place. We're going to put this cigarette duck, whatever you want to call it. I always put them in the pack. Even though there's a garbage can right over here, I just wait and throw them away when I get back to the eagle's nest. Good morning. Not necessary. Just a dude. I've heard of intersex. That's when a man and woman is fixing to have sex. They're about to intersex. You know what I mean, Vern? There is only a male and a female. There is nothing in between or on either side. You know what I mean, Vern? Good morning. The left is best. Are you homeless? Nope, EagleNick is not at home right now. Thank you, Ralph Perry, for that second 99-cent super chat. Thank you so much, Ralph. Well, just a dude. Let me tell you this, brother. And this is coming straight from my heart. I'd hate to be you on Judgment Day when you stand before the great white throne of judgment, because just by saying you don't believe in God does not mean that he does not exist. No one else is held accountable for you but you. You know what I mean, VERN? Can't nobody else save you. All right, Duck, just keep on trucking. That duck's going by. Let's hope it keeps on going. There you go. Just keep on trucking. Well, I guess old Scary Sherry's already out and about for today, or she's in a deep sleep up there in her tent, somewhere up in those woods. I'm just thankful that she did not come out through here this morning. Good morning. Speak the truth. Okay, how you doing this morning? Up drinking that high dollar coffee. You know what I mean, VERN? Oh, EagleNick is just sitting over here at Lakeshore, Dinard Lake, over here watching them there ducks. There was somebody over here fishing. He done took off because I guess he reached his limit on his patience. He never even got a bite as far as I could see. He only fished for about 20 minutes or so and he had to go. Well. I really can't move around too much over here or we'll lose the live stream. We're about to hit 57 minutes on the live. Now I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Good morning, Philip. Bad, I don't know where any hookers hangs out around here except for old Scary Sherry. And I don't believe we want to get hooked by her. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I want to thank everybody for coming on to the live stream this morning. I pray that you all have a very blessed morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be. Good morning, Newfound Life Today. How you doing this morning, Jack? Well, that sun is getting bright, starting to blind me. I might have to turn around out of that sun, getting where I can't see. Good morning, Bella the Great. Good morning, Evan. Evan Bernie, how you doing this morning? Uh-oh, don't get too close, Ducky. I don't like how them old ducks act sometimes. You can't fix stupid, but it's fun trying. You know what I mean, Vern? Well, I guess we're going to get ready to go ahead and end the live stream, and I'm going to head on back toward the Eagle's nest. Good morning, William. No, we're not looking for no roadkill for you. I bet you would like that there, wouldn't you, William? William the pedophile.